Jag vill känna att jag levt mitt liv.
Hello there, and welcome to my home. In this old camper, I live full-time, and at the moment it's autumn here in south middle parts of Sweden. It's getting colder, and I don't really have a functional heater, so we will see how the winter will be. Gonna be interesting, but right now it's just perfect. So let me show you around. So let's start the tour. Let's start in the kitchen. Here's the kitchen. This is what it looks like. It's small, and you might ask why the man doesn't clean up before making this video. Well, I want to show the reality. You know, this is how it is, living in a very small space. Just one meal and it's a mess. You know, yeah. Well, actually, it's because I'm lazy. And then next to the kitchen, we have the shitter. Here it is. Yeah, you see everything isn't, you know, working 100%. This is leaking, so I have this, and yeah. And well, sometimes I don't have electricity, or quite often, because, well, I have solar panels, but yeah, the battery isn't the best, so yeah, and also here it's a bit of a mess. The converter here, I'm charging computer and some headlight, which I have to use for the evening because it gets pretty dark. Well, here's the shelter again, and there is where I do my business. And you can also shower. Have the curtain there. Just pull this one up, and you can shower. It is not comfortable at all, but it's possible. Yeah, I said to myself, I'm not going to tell you this, but you know, I want to show you the reality. This hole is pretty small, so when I take a huge dump here, it's good to aim for the hole, firstly, but then you also have to wipe, and then it gets a lot of paper, and it's not really possible to flush. So that's why I usually take a stick. So that's why it's really good to use a suitable stick from the forest. You can choose any kind of stick that fits here, and you have to kind of push it down there. All right, good stuff. That's enough for that information, isn't it? And when business is done, pull some of this liquid on it there. Doesn't smell so freaking bad. With some water. Then you want to open this actually. I actually keep my water in this one because I have a water tank, of course, in the camper under the seat there, which goes to the these ones. But it's very old plastic, you know, I don't really want to drink that.
So that feels better to have a drinking water in this. And I also use a filter in this one to get off. Well, the idea is to sort out some microplastics, but I don't know if it does that, but it feels a bit better at least. So I had a proper fridge here, but it was like, you know, this camper is quite old, and actually here I just cut the pipe, but I had to throw it out. It was pretty dangerous, so just having this kind of box which I can fit into the electricity there, but now it's occupied by a charging computer, so it's I just have one plug pretty much. Yeah, pretty much that's what I have. So I have to plan a little bit with the charging and the fridge and stuff. Here's the heater I've been checking, because as I've said, the winter is coming, and I want to check that, you know, this isn't dangerous somehow, because it goes on gas. So I just want to see that it's no leaks and stuff, but I probably will have to go to have that checked. I keep my food down here. It's not the fridge, but it's cold enough, at least right now. And you see it's just, yeah, that's what it looks like, but it works at the moment. It's chilly, and while it's down here at the floor, it also keeps cool a bit longer actually than if I put it up in these ones. Here I just have some cutlery and no, what do you call it, plates and cups, stuff. Here is instead the cutlery. Put down the table and I sleep there. It's the most comfortable. It's also possible to sleep up there, but now I just use it as some storage. Yeah, because it's not very comfortable to sleep up there. If I have a friend over, I'm usually a very nice guy and let them sleep here and I sleep up there. Or if I'm, yeah, I usually just let them sleep up there because they don't know that this is better. Underneath this seat I keep some tools and such, so it's good to have. And under there is the water tank, books, and you know, it's a bit of a mess. So it is. I can see that it's charging right now because the sun is up. Very nice. So the panels are charging. Let's see if you can see them up there somewhere. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So yeah, it's my dream home. It's all right, isn't it? So I had this beauty for around 6 years now. Bought it from a friend, and I mean, mechanically it's working really well. I just did some wheel alignment. I've been changing some joints, gas, and the next one is locked, so no one steals it. That would be a shame. It's the shit box. Here we have it. And you just, yeah, empty it somewhere. Maybe in your neighbor's garden, for example. Yeah, if you have a neighbor or you find one. Sometimes I just like to really be alone. Well, most of the time. So usually I just find a random spot somewhere in the forest. I'm pretty sure this has been used for the in forestry. So the big machines are, yeah, taking down forest, unfortunately. But at least we can get these pretty good spots for the camper. And no one has any business here, because I think the job is done for the moment here. So I just realized that I've run out of gas in the van, and for the stove in the van. So time to bring up the good old Trangia kitchen. Always works. As I'm boiling the potatoes inside, I will set up this barbecue for the hamburgers. It's very simple to use, and yeah, it's quite handy. So I just use this kind of gas. Just put it in here. Lock it in place. So like that. Let's have it there. Then you just turn this and it should... Right. Ah, there you go. Getting dark, but here we get some food. In Sweden we would say smaklig spis. Enjoy your food. It's quite a cold morning. Getting some heat from the boiled eggs. A couple of years back, I started my meditation journey. And I practice this in the morning to bring with me throughout the day a bit more peace and a clear mind. I also started to express my gratitude, give my thanks to what I have in life. And it makes me a bit happier, a bit more grateful. Coconut, cinnamon, turmeric, sweet load, some chia seeds, some pumpkin seeds, nuts, walnuts, peanut butter. Alrighty. Oh yes, there we have it. Check it out. I have to top it off with something wet. Yeah. Some oat milk. Oh yes. Smaklig spis. Beautiful coffee. Oh wow, your love. Good sounds. Moose. So I guess there's still some blueberries to be found. Yeah, see if they taste okay. A bit watery. Yeah, some lingonberries as well, but they look a bit dark. Let's see how they taste. Well, maybe I'm not inspiring you at all to live in a camper van. I'm just showing how tight little space it is, and that things aren't working, and it's cold, and it's a mess. You have to shit in a box. Yeah, well, of course, it's very basic living. But you know what? It's worth it. It's worth all of this. Yeah, this simple way of living, because it gives you so much other things, like freedom. And really, you adapt so fast to this kind of living. Of course, I'm used to live in a proper house or a proper apartment with warm water, coming out of the tap. Here it's ice cold, and yeah, the heater doesn't even work. Well, if I'm gonna survive the winter in Sweden, I for sure gonna have to have a functional heater. Or the other option is to go south, down to Spain or something. That's probably a better option actually, because the winter here, living in a camper, is it's tough, really is. Anyway, if you can find ways to survive the climate, this is really the way to go. This right here, it's actually my dream life. Not even joking. It is my dream life. Because it's so free. I can park out in nature, I can be so close to nature. I can do whatever I want, pretty much. I don't have any rent to pay. I don't really have to spend a lot of money at all. This old camper right here has taken me to some beautiful places. It allows me to live pretty much anywhere. That freedom is very valuable. For me, freedom is the most important thing in life. It really is. I'm very thankful to have this life. Very simple life. But very free life. Thank you.